Well, hello everyone, and welcome to MHA626 in the summer 2026, my turn. It is Wednesday, July 1st. Man, I can't believe it's July. I'm Kevin Valadares, the course instructor, faculty member, chair of the MHA program. So glad you're here. Let's launch everything. Want to just walk you through in this short YouTube video a little bit about the course and a little bit about me as well. So, certainly poke around with everything. I'd like you to go to the Start Here button where the video is. And this course is about legal and ethical issues in healthcare. Now, it's pretty much impossible to cover all legal and ethical issues in 7 weeks, but we're going to give it a shot through some highlights, dive into some key points. Um, Below this video is the course map, but I'd like you to start with the course syllabus as well. Has some basic information about me and how to contact me. Um, Really, you're going to be introduced to, I think, some exciting topics in this class. If you look at the course learning objectives, we're going to certainly focus on some legal issues in healthcare, ethical issues in healthcare from the organizational perspective, from a healthcare professional's perspective, um, and from a patient's perspective. But there are three threads that I'm going to introduce to you using generative AI, thinking about your emotional intelligence, behaviors, and skills, and introducing you to a concept called smart brevity if you're not familiar with it already. Pretty excited about that. Um, Basically, since this is an online class, and I think you've already figured out since we're starting on a Wednesday, I have just sort of taken the liberty of designated Wednesday as class day. Just think about Wednesday as the day that new content gets released. It's when all assignments and assessments are due. So you'll see when we go through the calendar, Wednesdays are the dates. Now, it's an online asynchronous course. Nobody has to be on Blackboard at a certain time. And assessments are due by the end of day Wednesday. And I'll really attempt to get feedback to you as soon as humanly possible. Really, because this is a summer course, the most important thing that's needed is access. And I also realize that many of you are going to be probably taking maybe a family vacation. I am towards the end of July. As long as you have access, you have the information in the course calendar, the content stays on here. My favorite way of delivering content is through YouTube. And so there will be a number of YouTube videos throughout the semester, not just for the topics, but also for the assignments and assessments. It's just a little easier and more accessible. We're going to be learning and doing a variety of different things starting right away in this first week. Um, but being introduced to the topics here is the assessment and the grading. Um, and I will go through in separate YouTube videos, really all of the different activities. This is the grading scale for the MHA program and all graduate programs. Let me go down to the course calendar here. And course calendar, squeeze down here. How, I am going to recommend that you go old school and print this out and put this somewhere that you can see it. Doesn't matter if it's on your refrigerator, in front of your workspace, wherever that is. Um, but it's easy to follow along as we move from module one to all the way down to the end. These dates correspond with Wednesdays. Here are the topics, the content, and all of the assignments, the assessments, all due on Wednesdays by the end of day Central Standard Time. Okay. So I'm going to flip over to me a little bit. Online asynchronous course, you don't really need to call me. You can if you want. Um, but email is going to be the easiest old school way to get in touch with me. These are resources for you, very helpful. And I want to just share with you, um, yeah, this is a picture of one of my dogs, who is doing this as we speak, uh, at home. Um, Picture of Joe, J-O, aptly named. One of my kids named Joe after a character in Grey's Anatomy. I'm not sure if that character is still around. You might be able to answer that question better than I am. But why am I showing you a picture of the dog? Well, we'll go soon to the first set of activities, assessments. I'm going to ask you by the 8th of July, do a little student assessment, where you share some information just through this link about yourself, but also please share what you believe is the most pressing issue that our current healthcare system in 2026 is facing and why. One thing. But I would like you to upload a picture of yourself, your family, you and your cat or your dog. It's up to you. Just one picture is fine. Blackboard is very visual. Online learning is visual and auditory, and it helps to get to know each other. At the same time, your second activity is having to do with emotional intelligence. You can check that out. It's something that I believe in, and I think was going to assist you greatly as you maneuver through this course, the program, and your life. But let me start with the content. It's all in these modules. As you go through the modules, you'll see that this is the overview of what the assignments are, along with a module learning objective. And by the end of the module, this is what hopefully you're going to be able to do. And so, as I said, in every module, there's a YouTube video. Um, there will be readings, maybe websites to go through. That's how the content will be delivered to you. Okay. So I think I'm going to stop right now. I want to thank you for being here. Um, Let me know if you have any questions. But let's start diving into the content, the assessments, the activities as we get into the course. And I'll see you on Blackboard. Bye.